everybody, it's the Biker Hiker. We're here at Blue Springs State Park, just past Clio, Alabama, and that's about a little ways on the other side of Montgomery, about an hour and change, down towards, through Troy and down towards Dothan, off of 231, and then the actual park is off Highway 10. It's known for its couple artesian well spring things. They've built up a couple like cisterns which you can go and splash around in, and then it trickles on down to the river. And it seems to be a pretty busy little place. So far I'm impressed with the neat little park that it is. Today we're going to be doing the Magnolia Trail, which is 2.1 miles on the blue marker according to the state map. And then there's also a yellow cut through that I'm not going to do today, but we'll come back and do another time. And then there's a cut through off the cut through, and we'll also do that one a different time. We'll maybe do that one on the same day since it's a little bit shorter. But I've got Maggie May here with me today. She's my other Mastiff. She's about 7 or 8. This is her first hike, and she doesn't seem too impressed with it so far, so this may be her first and last hike with me, and we'll have Claiborne with us at some other points. So get ready for a nice little hike here, and we'll see you when it's all over. Thanks a lot. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I realized after I had this video totally made that I had forgotten to put a map of the Blue Springs State Park in here for you. And as you can see, it's a very, very simple map, but the trailhead is actually not marked out on this thing. So how you're going to get there is you're just going to keep on the little main road, and you'll see some dumpsters on your right hand side, and you'll come to a sign that says campers only beyond this point. I've marked it with a red arrow on this map for you guys. Just be a rule breaker. Go on through. The trailhead's on the other side. And as you'll come up, you'll start to see kind of the bathhouses up on a hill to your right. Go ahead and take that right and go towards those bathhouses, but there's a little road right before there that you'll take a left on, and the trailhead is actually kind of in the curve of that thing, and I've marked it out with a green map or arrow on this map for you guys, and that's where the trailhead's at. So hopefully this helps out. Now, on with the show. The trail is pretty well marked up until you get to this little spot here. There's this little bend in the river, and it's wide open. There are no markers here, but according to the All Trails app, you take a right and you go in here. I mean, it's pretty wide open. Doesn't really look like a path here. Doesn't necessarily look like a path right here, but you take a right and go on up. And then it's kind of confusing because they got a little yellow marker on this tree here, which, you know, sometimes that means that's the yellow trail. I don't know. But once you come through this little bush here, then you can kind of start to see where the trail picks up again. Maybe not on the camera, but this maybe looks right around here. Looks like maybe we're back on the trail. We'll see. Maggie still ain't real happy, but she's doing a little bit of exploring now. She gonna take the lead? Nope. All right, I think I'm getting the hang of this trail. We come to another one of these great big blue markers. And if we look down there on a tree, single blue spray painted patch. And if we look the other way, there's the cut through on what I was calling the cut through, I guess. So if you come across this big blue marker, that's when you need to look for the other colored trails. Folks, if you're bringing your dogs on the trail with you, bring along some water for them. Maggie just got done drinking. We're about halfway through this trail, but they sell these collapsible little bowls. You can get them at PetSmart, and I think even Walmart carries them from time to time. But bring water for them. I mean, I've got my hiking pack with a Camelback in there. I've got a liter worth of water for Maggie, which I just gave her about half of that. There's my trash bag from the jerk that left the Mountain Dew can in the trail. Anyways, yeah, bring water for your dogs too. They get thirsty just like you do, and they'll appreciate it. Plus it gives you a chance to take a little bit of a break for a second. All right, here we go. We've got a tree that's down, and that's usually not a big deal, but sometimes you get into a little bit more than what you bargained for. This seems to be a little bit of that case. Not near as bad as some other stuff. And I don't mind climbing under or around things, but when you get in here, And you get a duck way down, and then, oh gosh, there's another tree that we gotta climb under right here. And there's really no way around it. Sometimes it can be just a little bit, but you see, there is no way around this thing. And here's one thing I have noticed before though, that there is markers on both sides, so if you walk this one backwards, you should be able to find your way, I guess. Onward. Here's another one of our blue markers, and I actually walked right past it, didn't even see it, partly because I saw this big clearing coming up. And this is one of my pet peeves on the trails I've been on so far. You get here, you got a big old clearing. Is the trail down that way? It doesn't really look all that much like it's been walked on. You go here, up this way. It's like, where in the heck is the trail? And then I'm coming back, and that's when I actually spotted the marker. And then also, like I said, if you're walking this backwards, there was some markings on the backside of the tree. So I'm kind of looking around, getting ready to do this video, and right down there is the marker, because it'd be pretty easy to wander around here until you actually found the trail. Seeing as how it looks like this right here is not even part of the trail, it's just a big clearing for the deer to come eat. So we'll see what happens here in just a little bit. Alright, so there's our little clearing we just came through. And it opens up. You guys probably can't see it, but right there, Charlotte. And there's a bench. Oh, hey, look, see, that looks like a trail down there, doesn't it? And it is. There's our yellow and white cut through. But again, you really wouldn't notice. It'd be kind of nice to have maybe another 4x4 post right here. Because right there, I look down, there's a bridge, and there's all three markers. By the way, for those of you that didn't get the reference to Charlotte come through that little spot with the tree branches are hanging over, y'all need to go watch Charlotte's Web. And if your parents haven't done that, shame on them. It's a classic movie. Another perfect example of stuff when you come up and the trail is blocked. I mean, it looks like the trail just dead ends here. And I'm looking around, which way do I go? So I said, oh, maybe this is the trail here. Get around this little bush and I look, oh no, there it is right there. So sometimes you gotta be a little creative. Ow, thorns. And come on around. Now we're back on the trail. Although Maggie doesn't seem to quite get it. Come on, Mags. There, now she's on the trail too, no worries. We've come to a great big T here, and it really kind of looks like maybe some sort of service road for the park. But as you can see, no marker whatsoever. Do I go left? Do I go right? And I've got the All Trails app on my phone. And if you aren't familiar with the All Trails app, I would get that. They have a free version and they've got a paid version of it. And you can record your hikes, at least in the paid version. I don't know about the free version, but it's like 25 bucks a year. You can record your hikes. And while you're doing that, it lays the trail in that is already plotted out. And so it shows your direction on there with a little circle with an arrow on it. And I've actually used it, this was a couple times today now. You can kind of find your way if you get off the trail some. And there is actually a notification on there if you get off the trail too far. It'll ding at you and tell you, hey, you're not where you're supposed to be. So I looked it up, and I was supposed to take a left at that little turn, but I'm starting to kind of wonder because there's just a gate right down here. And I'm hoping that the trail is going to take a right up here. Let's see what's going on. Probably more of this road, but no markers whatsoever yet. Well, actually, we are at the parking lot. I can see through the woods I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's the campers and that kind of thing. So we are out and done. So this is the Magnolia Trail is done, and it was a nice little trail. Like I said, about 2 and change. Maggie made it, and she's in there panting away. And I know, some of you out there saying, you call yourself the biker hiker, but you got your truck. Yeah, I had a new tire put on the bike yesterday, and all of a sudden all my brake lights and everything went out. So I figured I better not ride it any more than I already have. So sometimes I'll be in the truck and I'll bring one of the dogs, but my plan is to mostly ride motorcycle to the trailheads. But come on out to Blue Springs State Park, hike this little trail. Gorgeous scenery throughout. A couple surprises here and there with the trail not necessarily being marked as well as it should, but overall well worth it. Come on out, dip in this little artesian well spring thingies after you're all done, wash some of the sweat off you. I'm sure you'd appreciate that. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. You know how the YouTube channel junk works: like, share, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And I will see you next time. Until then, it's the Biker Hiker. Hike safe, ride safe. Peace out.